Everyone, and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of gold can move in the next 2 days. See, if you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen, gold is trading at a level of $4026.195. Okay, and if you have to see clearly that after this particular pattern has formed, there is a continuous upside. If you go on a weekly and monthly chart, what we have seen, there is a continuous trend you will see. Okay, why we have seen a fall at this particular level? Okay, there are three reasons. One of the reason is very important that you have to understand that this is a pattern gold is following since long. Okay, can you see the pattern that whenever it is making a new high, we have seen a good fall. Okay, and if you look at this particular pattern is being formed and we have seen a good downside whenever it is making a new high. Now looking at this particular chart, what we can see as soon as the price after making a half around 3500 around, what we have seen at this level, it was narrowing. Okay, and at this level when it was going upside, we can see the narrow pattern was continuously moving, and which we have seen a change in the trend in the volume. That is where the price was starting going higher and it was continuously moving upside. This is what we have seen in the last few weeks or months. Now, as explained you, whenever it is going high, we have seen a fall. So the price has already fallen from a high of around $4384. You have to keep this in mind. Okay, and this particular level is already weak. That means it is already tested 2-3 times. As you can see, there is a zone happening at this particular resistance. So if the price comes close to 4350 or 4330, there is a probability that we can see it can touch this all-time high. So you have to keep this in mind that if the price touches a level of 4350, there is a higher chances it can touch this particular level or it can move further upside. Now this particular trend is forming a pattern, a U pattern. Before I move ahead and explain you, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work. And a Telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. See, I'm not making very long videos, so it is a request you watch the full video so you understand the clarity how the price of gold has moved and how it can move. And understand market is uncertain. So best what you can do, you have to trail your SL by $10 to $15 if depending on your quantity, and as per that you have to keep your target and SL, so that at least you will be if the market does not move as per you, it can at least make you in some profit of 70 to 80% of the profit. Okay, by trailing your SL. Now understand there is a clear U pattern is forming. So if the price sustain above this level, what we can see, suppose because it is already at a strong support of $20, this is a strong support. Okay, so if it bounce back, it is already moved above this level, so it has already bounced back from that level, and then we can see it can touch its today's half around $33. That is a resistance, you can say 1. Once the price started going above that particular level, the price will go further upside. And remember, as soon as it started sustaining this level, chances are very high it can go above a level of $66, which is a resistance too, and that is already weak resistance. So the price will move further upside, and yes, after that the price can move further high towards $4111. Okay, and once the price moving of 4111, that level is also weak, so the price will go further upside, and yes, after that the price can rise towards $4143. And if the price moving of this level, a probability of touching 4153 will be there. Okay, and if the price sustaining above that level, a further upside can be seen. Okay, now this pattern will support an upside, so we can see there can be a further rise. So you have to be ready for it and keep trailing your SL by $10 to $15 so that you capture a big movement towards upside. And if started going up above a level of 4513, there will be a probability that it can touch a level of 4200. So if you're trailing by your SL by $10 to $15, you can capture a big movement towards an upside, or 15 to 20, whatever risk you are taking. Okay, but suppose if it started coming down, see, market is uncertain, so I have to explain you on both the if the price started going upside or if the price started going down. See, there is a higher chances that if the price sustain above a level of around 40 4020, there is a higher chances of upside, but market is uncertain. So if the price started going below a level of 4020, what we can see, suppose if it started falling below this level, the next support coming at a level around that is very close to it, that is around $39.88. Okay, keep this in mind, that if the price fall below a level of around 4020, chances of touching 39.88 can be seen, and if the price falling below that particular level, a further downfall can be seen towards $39.73. This 39.73, we can see a bounce back, but if that didn't bounce back, we can see the price will fall further down, and yes, after that the probability will be very high, it will go towards a level of around $39.66. Again, we can see a bounce back, and if that didn't bounce back, we can see a further fall. When I'm saying all these supports, you have to understand at these levels profit booking comes, so you can trail your SL to these points, so at least if you can save this particular profit. So suppose if the price started falling below a level of 39.66, a further downfall can be seen. So after 39.66, understand the price can go further fall, and yes, there is a higher chances it can move below a level of 39.43, which is a support 3. Okay, so remember, as soon as the price started going below 39.66, chances are very high it will cross this particular level, and it can move towards a level of support 4, that is coming at a level of around $39.08. Okay, so chances are very high. So after 39.66, probability of touching 39.08 is on higher side after crossing this level. Okay, and any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID is also in the description, and then there will be a zone breakout, so we can see a further fall. So you can trail your SL by $10 to $15 as explained if the price started going down. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe.